Yahiah, and his son's name is Yeshaya. Oh, and when you go to the spiritual realm, if you ain't right, Satan got a prison up there. He's a warden, and the first thing he does, he bends you over and pops you. Well, that's Yeshaya, which we haven't seen him. The only time we seen him was when Saw Nigga brought him on, and we haven't seen a nigga since. But he said he never stopped teaching the truth. And it says in Isaiah 30 and 20, you shall see your teachers. I ain't seen that nigga in years, man. Okay? It says, stay yourself and wonder. That's why they hate us so much. Stay yourself and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken. All these different camps that I mentioned outside of GMS, they are drunken, but not with wine. What are they drunken with? Madness. This doctrinal madness. These heresies. They stagger. Like the one guy to draw back Jacob. And that's a perfect name. That's an omen. He drew back. So he staggered into the Cornelius being the Israelite thing. And he had all the scriptures lined up. But then 2 years later, he's saying Cornelius is an Edomite now. But now he got a whole different group of scriptures lined up. But now if you told him he was going off back then, he'll send you to hell. It says, but he said, they are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger. What does it mean to stagger? You hit one side of the wall, somebody push you off, you with your girl, you push a nigga off, you see he's drunk, nigga you ain't gonna beat him up, but nigga get away from me. He staggers into a car, there might be some garbage cans, he staggers into that. Well, that's what these guys are doing, man. Or sometimes they fall in the garbage can and can't get out. Like HODC. They're going to stick to that Cornelius as an Edomite thing, man. Okay? They're the Oscar the Grouch type Israelites. But not with strong drink. See, we can understand if you guys are drunk, but you're not drunk. So I'm like, why is this guy staggering around like that? He's staggering around because of them false philosophies. Oh, Christ, that's the white man's philosophy. He said reincarnation is the East Indian philosophy. Christ is the white man's philosophy, man. Go to any church. You ask what's the name of the son of the Son of the Most High. They're gonna say Christ. Go to the IUIC. All right, and we're gonna send somebody to your school, man, to ask you what's the name of the Son of the Most High, and you're gonna say Christ. Well, then you're a church. No different than T.D. Jakes or Creflo Dollar. It says, for the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. All these camps. That's why the ISUPK teaches that the 666 or 666 men that rule America and the planet Earth. Don't say I'm lying. I'm putting words in your mouth. I got the video. And have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, which means prophets, have he covered. So all these guys' eyes are covered, man. And just like Tazariak, or Captain Tazariak, he liked to be call himself, he said he was looking for the truth, and he was talking to some guys from the GMS on Facebook. Now, if he's talking to guys that identified himself as GMS, why didn't he go to the source? Because he was being deceptive, man. And he said that one of the guys said, "Oh, go to ISUPK." Now, why would somebody from the GMS say that if he's down with GMS, why would he tell you to go? The truth is at the ISUPK. So you like being in the fucking lie, man? Madness, man. It said, for the Lord Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered. And the vision of all, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. That's why, Bashar, when you roll up on them guys and you ask them questions, they knew who you were. They didn't answer because they figured, well, maybe we ain't got the answers. We don't want to look. We don't want to embarrass ourselves. Okay. That's why Aria's nephew rolled up on HODC guys, and they couldn't answer the question. They said, well, let's take it someplace else, because they didn't want to get embarrassed, man. Even he brought it up. He said, are you guys scared? Huh? Are you afraid? You can't deal with the pressure. It said, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. That's why I can ask you certain questions about Daniel the 11th chapter. If I roll up on any of you guys' camp and I ask you anything about Daniel the 11th chapter, you ain't going to have no answers, man. Okay? If I roll up on you and ask you about in the Apocrypha, second, and you go by that book, second Ezra, the 11th chapter and the 12th chapter, you ain't going to have no answers because you don't know that because Ariel never taught it. Well, Ariel did taught it, but he went off. It says that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learnt, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. So if we ask you to break down certain things, you're going to say, well, look, the Lord haven't revealed it yet. Yeah, you're right. The Lord haven't revealed it to you. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 29:29. Also give me Amos 3 and 7. Okay? And then whatever else you got. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, like Nate, HODC, ISUPK, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learnt. And that's what the HODC said when Ariel's nephew roll up on you guys, man. All you had to do was say, well, look, I don't have the answer. I'm not that deep. That's all you had to say.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going to read on. Now this is these guys. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people, ISUPK, IUIC, HODC, Dopey, who else? All the rest of them. Wherefore the Lord said, Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. Let me give you an example. Big Brother Almighty, the controversial General Yohanan, said that the 666 in Revelation 13 and 18 is talking about 666 men. But when you go to ask him that question, any of his men, they don't have an answer for you. Because he made it up, man. It was something that he made up. I don't have the answer, so I'm going to make up something. It says, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Okay?
This is out of the book of Deuteronomy 29:29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
So the whole book is open to you, man. You can go to any of the books of Daniel. You can go to any of the books of the Apocrypha, but can you break all of them down? Because the Most High, if he gave you the book, you got to know the breakdown of it. He gave you the revelation to it, right? Because you guys are winging it, man. You guys are teaching that the seven heads, Russia is one of the seven heads. Because that's an old Ariel breakdown, man.
Right. You got the other precept.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. You know, that's straight up.
This is Psalms 25 and 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that